Work placements are becoming a popular activity to enhance learning whilst at university. It involves learning by doing and learning by reflection. If you haven't had much work experience, then it is advisable to take a work experience module, where you'll be supported by your module coordinator and the work experience placement officer.
I was able to use a job that I already had. I worked at a local charity shop. At first I didn't think it was going to be suitable, but through talking to my academic contact, I realized there was so much I could talk about from my assessment, from my degree, which is law. In the end, I managed to get a mini pupillage with the barrister's chambers. It looks great on my CV, and I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't done the module.
We know that as international students, especially in your first year, the prospect of doing a work placement can be quite overwhelming. You may have worries about your language ability or the application process. Visa restrictions may also apply. Or you may have concerns about the culture of the workplace and how you will fit into it. Hopefully this film will help you overcome some of your fears and answer some of your questions about how to get a work placement.
Most of the employers are really nice and want to help. Even if they cannot offer placement, they will be friendly. Nevertheless, you may be wondering what happens if I have had a bad experience with them, if they are rude, or I feel I'm being discriminated against. Any incident that you feel uncomfortable with should be reported to the placement office. You can report incidents of discrimination through the University Equality and Diversity website, or by filling in this leaflet.
If this is your first experience of looking for work in the UK, here are a few tips to keep in mind. It's likely that you will be approaching us for work experience, and rather than sending out dozens of emails, which are likely to be deleted. Identify a key individual in the company, such as the HR manager or the head of a department in which you're interested in working, and make contact directly with them. Let them know the length of time you're available for and what sort of experience you're seeking, and coordinate that with the university.
If your placement search is not going well, contact the placement officer. Appointments are available on the e-learning page of this module. You can find out when the appointments are by emailing the placement officer. The placement officer has a number of connections with employers who can offer you a placement. But remember, you must first be able to demonstrate all the attempts you have made to find yourself a placement before you take this step. You will be asked.
Hi, I was wondering if I could leave my CV and my covering letter with you. I'm searching for a work placement which I must do for my university work.
Yeah, sure. Is there a contact number in your CV so we can give you a call if there's a placement?
Yes, it's here.
Sure, okay, that's great. I'll pass this on to my manager, Mrs. Johnson, and we'll call you back if there is a placement. She's quite busy these days, so you might have to call back to follow up on this.
Oh, it's all right. I'll call back within a week.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
This student is well prepared. They've made a list of employers that fit their career aspirations, and they know which ones they're going to contact. This student is polite but not too formal. They make a good first impression with the employer. The student has a definite plan of following up. It's very important to confirm your intentions and follow through with any applications to work placements.
When you're offered a work placement, it's important to agree some key points. Your working days and hours. Remember, you will be expected to complete a certain number of hours for the module. You need to agree your duties and share your contact details with your employer. You will also need to explain to your employer that they will receive a letter from the university that sets out the duties and responsibilities of you, the university and the placement provider. All these things will be explained in an introductory lecture, and you'll be given handouts. This will act as a checklist of all the things that you need to do, which you can work through in order to source and secure your placement successfully.
Doing a work placement for the Learning from Work Experience module was rewarding. It has really shown me how my degree contains learning that relate directly to the actual working life. Searching for a placement was difficult. You have to be persistent. But there's lots of help, and the Career Zone can be of help if you would like to improve your CV. I feel so much more confident now that I know I'm employable and can articulate this to an employer.